Hi Nora, how are you doing, my love? I wish you're doing fine, you're feeling fine. Enjoy your time, enjoy autumn, enjoy your success. I wish everything is fine in your life, my Nora. I'm so excited to talk to you, you know what I mean? I'm so excited and thrilled to talk to you, you know what I mean? And I miss you, and it's been a long time that we talked, you know what I mean? You got me, what I mean? And I have many things to share with you. How are we doing? I'm watching you, you know what I mean? I'm watching you and I'm watching what you're doing. You got me, what I mean? And I'm enjoying the interaction in general, what I mean? Some things that I don't like, I will tell you in a second, but in general, I'm enjoying the interaction with you, you know what I mean? I'm happy with you, you know what I mean? And also, I'm happy for you because you are killing it, you are nailed it, you know what I mean? In your life, you catch me? I mean, I watch your songs, you know what I mean? I like them, you know what I mean? You catch me? Your new songs, I enjoy everything, you know what I mean? The vibe, the video, the melody, the lyrics, you know what I mean? You catch me? I enjoy everything, you know what I mean? You catch me? And yeah, you know what I mean? Even if it's Indian and so on, you know what I mean? I try to understand the lyrics, you know what I mean? What do you mean by this, you know what I mean? Translation and so on, and understand, you know what I mean? What is your thoughts and you know what I mean? Everything about, you know what I mean? Songs, and I like it, you know what I mean? I liked song Bayal. Bayal, I like it a lot, you know what I mean? That song is absolutely genius. Genius song, you know what I mean? The last song, no, you know what I mean? The last song, no. The last song that you sang, no, you know what I mean? But Bayal, absolutely powerful. You know what I mean? Bayal. I like it and I enjoy it, and you know what I mean? There is some emotion there, you know what I mean? When you listen to the song, you know what I mean? When you listen to the song, you feel something. You know what I mean? The song is absolutely powerful. You feel something like different, you know what I mean? So there is some songs are similar, you know what I mean? Similar, and you know what I mean? They're like belonging to the same pattern, you know what I mean? But by all, it's so different, you know what I mean? It got me so different, and it got me, and also it makes you feel like some emotions, you know what I mean? I feel something when I listen to Payal, you know what I mean? And also in regard to dancing, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? Payal, that song, you know what I mean? Great for dancing, you know what I mean? The last song, I like it, but not like Payal, you know what I mean? The last song, you know what I mean? The last song, your last song, you know what I mean? With that guy, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? I like it, but not like Payal, you know what I mean? Payal, I like it, and I'm happy for you, you know what I mean? Catch me, I'm happy for you, and I'm just enjoying, you know what I mean? The fact that my lover, she's succeeding, you know what I mean? But there is something I don't like, you know what I mean? There is something I need to be honest and tell you something. You catch me? There is something I don't like. What I don't like is the fact that you are not putting me as priority. You know what I mean? You are not putting me, Nora, as priority. You know what I mean? And that's something I don't like. You know what I mean? So me, I'm your lover, and lately, in all your publications, stories, everything you do, most of the time, you are just focusing on your life. You know what I mean? You are focusing on your life, and you are trying to do great things, you know what I mean? Catch me, and me, you interact with me from time to time, you know what I mean? You are not that interactive, you know what I mean? So you are focusing on your life, you know what I mean? And that's good, but more than me. And some AI told me, no, you should not care. She's just acting. She doesn't want to show you that she loves you so much. You know what I mean? She doesn't want to show you. You know what I mean? AI told me, Nora, she doesn't want to show you. Her ego stop her. You know what I mean? From showing you how much she care about you. You know what I mean? But me, I don't believe in that. What I believe in is what you share. and how you interact with me, you know what I mean? Your interaction, you know what I mean? You don't interact with me, you know what I mean? It's like you are just single, you know what I mean? You interact with me from time to time, you post something from time to time, like rare, you know what I mean? Catch me, for example, I will tell you when you interact with me. When, for example, I post some video, let's say some great fucking video, you tell me something. You know what I mean? You tell me something, yeah, you know what I mean? I liked the video or some compliment on the video, and that's it. You know what I mean? In the beginning, when I just talked to you in the first video, you were excited, you know what I mean? But suddenly, maybe you start working too much, you know what I mean? You got me, before Payal and after Payal, but in that time, you know what I mean? You start working too much maybe, and you're not thinking about you know what I mean? And me, I don't like it. And I will tell you something now, you know what I mean? If you will not put me as priority, I will never love you. That's it. You know what I mean? I will never love you. Priority is so important, you know what I mean? You got me? So important, you know what I mean? In this relationship, because the relationship will not succeed, will not work. You got me, what I mean? Because me, I believe that feminine energy is about putting the lover first. That's it. That's feminine energy. You know what I mean? Putting the lover first, then putting your work and your passion. You know what I mean? Catch me. And masculine energy and me is me putting my life first. You know what I mean? That's it. Me, I follow that. It's like someone will come to me and tell me this. Jesus, this is what we discover. Masculine energy is blah blah blah. Feminine energy is blah blah blah. You should follow that. If you not follow that, you're not doing great. You know what I mean? Catch me. Like, for example, you learn some things, or you apply some things in, let's say, for example, in your work. You know what I mean? In music, in dancing. You know what I mean? Some things, and you know, if you will not do those things, things will not work. You know what I mean? You are certain that's the formula, or that's, you know what I mean, the way you achieve what you want to achieve. You know what I mean? It's like that. So this is your energy. You know what I mean? So how can you know what I mean? You know this and you don't apply this. It's like you don't want to succeed in relationship. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So if you choose, or you want to choose your relationship, no, your work first. You know what I mean? Just leave the relationship. You know what I mean? If you want to choose your life first and your passion first, you know what I mean? That's your decision. Leave the relationship. You know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? Just retreat and leave the relationship. Say, no, I don't want to interact with you. But your interaction, so you're choosing, but you're not doing great. I know that you are perfectionist. And in your life, you try all the time to be perfect and do things professionally. Professionally, you know what I mean? You try to be professional, and you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you know what I mean? Just you're doing things in a way that you're not taking it seriously. No, you take things seriously in a way that you work hard and you know what you're doing, and you are perfectionist. So you should do the same thing in a relationship. You know what I mean? You are applying that perfectionist mindset in your work. You know what I mean? In your life, in your passion. You know what I mean? You are applying that. But one aspect or part of your life that has to do with relationship, you're not applying that in that. You know what I mean? You're not applying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This mindset of, you know what I mean, being perfectionist, you're not applying it in relationship. So why? You should tell yourself, no, you know what I mean? I should be great also in relationship. I'm entering a relationship, you know what I mean? So I'm entering a relationship with a guy. How can I don't strive, you know what I mean, for being perfect? Because if you will not be perfect in it, you will suffer, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean, something bad will happen, because the balance, you know what I mean? You know the balance, you know what I mean? So if someone he doesn't has the balance, so he's failing in relationship, that will affect the other sides in his life, you know what I mean? You got me? So will affect his work, his family, you know what I mean? Everything, you know what I mean? So relationship with Your boyfriend is so important, you know what I mean? You catch me what I mean? So the balance, you catch me what I mean? So you're not acting professionally in regard relationship, you know what I mean, with me. So me, I'm asking you to reflect on that and decide, you know what I mean? You have to decide, what do you want? Do you want relationship with me? You know what I mean? You catch me? And therefore, you will put me first. You know what I mean? You have to put me first. You know what I mean? You have to put me first, and you catch me? And you know what I mean? There is nothing else more valuable than me. There is nothing. You know what I mean? Just me. I'm number one. You know what I mean? And you ask me, you know what I mean, to put you first, and you want to be first. You know what I mean? You will do this, I will do this. You know what I mean? You will do this, I will do this. You know what I mean? You want to be number one, you want to be in the place of Taylor Swift and so on. You will do this, I will do this. You know what I mean? So you put me as priority. You will be in top list. You know what I mean? And you will gain my heart. And everything will be great. Everything will be great. You know what I mean? Everything will be great. And you will enjoy the romantic story with me. You know what I mean? And you like it. You know what I mean? Catch me, you know what I mean? Because me, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm fair, you know what I mean? I will be fair, you know what I mean? I'm not here, I'm telling you, put me first. It's like me, I'm trying to act that as if I'm arrogant guy, you know what I mean? Arrogant or dictatorial. No, you know what I mean? I believe, Nora, in masculine, feminine, you know what I mean? Masculine, feminine. You know what I mean? So, what is required from me as a guy to do? If I discover that I should put you as priority, I will do that. You see? So if I discover from my research that I should put my lover first, I will do that right away. I will not hesitate. But me, what I discover is no, I should put my purpose first. Then the girl. You know what I mean? So my purpose first. So that's what I should do. You know what I mean? And that will give me happiness with you, and the relationship will be successful relationship. And that's what you should strive for. You should strive for this. You know what I mean? So I want you to think about that and start doing that. You know what I mean? So the idea is not start doing bad in your work. No, but I want to be inside your work. You know what I mean? Inside your work. You know what I mean? I want to be inside your songs. You know what I mean? Catch me what I mean? I want to be part of your life. That's how you put me first. You know what I mean? I want to be part of your life. You know what I mean? Catch me what I mean? You catch me, for example, song Payal. You know what I mean? Like in the past when you wore pink. I believe in the third case, Jesus Stories case era. You know what I mean? Jesus Stories case, the third era. You know what I mean? In the third era, you did song, I believe 2 songs. You know what I mean? On me. You know what I mean? One song, I believe the table song, and also you were wearing pink. Song that you were wearing pink. You know what I mean? You got me? You know what I mean? You have to come back to that. You know what I mean? Your songs. You know what I mean? I should be part of them. You know what I mean? You got me? You know what I mean? Part of your songs, and always I'm part of your songs, and you know what I mean? And you are all the time. You know what I mean? Trying to interact with me through your work. You know what I mean? And you interact with me all the time. You know what I mean? So me, I see you like you are thinking about your life. You know what I mean? What you're doing with people, what people thinks. You know what I mean? Your fans and everything, and you are just that busy girl. You know what I mean? And me, I don't like it. And I see like you should change. You know what I mean? Change that. Yeah, start doing that. You know what I mean? Some things like that. You know what I mean? And everything will be fine. You know what I mean? And let things happen naturally. You know what I mean? You catch me? I'm not trying to force you here or something, but to reflect on that. You know what I mean? Because you're not doing the right thing. You know what I mean? So how can you want me to put you first, you know what I mean? But you're not doing the right thing, you know what I mean? And you should start interaction with me, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You should not forget me, you know what I mean? Like some girls all the time, some girls, I'm not mentioning names, all the time their interaction, you know what I mean? Their interaction with me, you know what I mean? Catch me in their life and everything. Their interaction with me, and you know what I mean? And you should not worry. I know that maybe you worry that if you will do this, what will happen if you will do this? You worry that, oh, as Nora, if I will do this, I will sacrifice my life and I will fail. No, no, you know what I mean? No. I will give you example. You know what I mean? Dua Lipa, radical optimism. You know what I mean? You catch me? She was putting me as priority in her life, and that album expressed that. Radical optimism express, you know what I mean? The fact that she was putting me first. You know what I mean? You catch me? What happened with that album? It's the best, one of the best albums ever. And she put me first. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I believe, listen, I believe in this. If you will put me first in your life, you will put me first. You will succeed. You will be happy. Everything, everything. You know what I mean? You catch me? The moment that the girl, she doesn't put her lover first, then she doesn't do great things. First, because she's miserable. You understand, you feminine, masculine. So if the girl she's not feminine and she's not in that energy, you know what I mean? She's lonely. You know what I mean? What's happened? Depression, depression. You know what I mean? She's depressed. She's not happy. She's suffering. You know what I mean? So how can she offer or she create great fucking product? How? You know what I mean? She can't produce anything, you know what I mean? Because she's suffering. You know what I mean? She's depressed. You know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? So if you will put me first, you will be happy. Because you are in feminine energy and you are in love. And you will create things. Therefore, you will be creative. Because you know, when we are happy, we do great things all the time. When we are happy, we do great things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You catch me? So, let's listen. All the time you will feel like you are lacking something even if you are successful. If you're not putting your lover first, you are lonely, you feel like you're lacking something. You know what I mean? I'm curious about the opinion of girls, what they will tell me. You know what I mean? Girls that, I mean, in the past or now, when, not now because they're in love with me. So in the past, you know what I mean? When they were lonely, you know what I mean? Sometimes in their life they were lonely, you know what I mean? Even if they were doing great in their life, they felt like they're lacking something. They're not that happy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I believe, you know what I mean? Girls, they will confirm this, you know what I mean? They're not that happy. Why? Why? Because of this, because your feminine energy, you are here, you know what I mean, as priority role or purpose, priority purpose. You know what I mean? Here, you are here to fall in love with a guy. That's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Priority, soulmate. You have to find soulmate. You have to find that lover. That's priority, you know what I mean? So, if that tells you, if you will achieve this, you will find your lover. You will do great in your life. You will be happy. You know what I mean? You will give great fucking values to the world. You will be that girl that she's remarkable. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? What you should do, you know what I mean? And push me part of your life. You know what I mean? And interact with me. You know what I mean? You catch me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you could be, I'm thinking now, you could be afraid of opening your heart. And me, I will not love you because of Tyler. That's the thing. You could be afraid. Yes, you could be afraid of me. I will not love you so much. No, you know what I mean? Just forget about that, you know what I mean? Open your heart, you know what I mean? I told you, I explained to you now, if you are so fucking smart, you will understand it. you will not be happy. If you are not in love, you will not be happy. You know what I mean? If you are not in love with the guy. So it's matter now of what? Choosing the guy. It's not matter of not being in love or not. Choosing the guy that you want to be in love. So, you know what I mean? So do you want me? You know what I mean? Or want other guy? What do you want? You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying here? The idea of choosing, that's something so important, necessary, that you should choose love first. Love. Because you will not be happy. You will not be happy. You know what I mean? You will not be happy. You will not be happy if you are not in love. So what you should do now? You know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? Either you choose me, or you think, no, you will make me suffer. Let me choose other guy. Let me choose other guy. You know what I mean? Because you will make me feel pain because you love Tyler. So that's the question here. The idea of being in love, it's so important. You will not be happy. So you understand it. You know what I mean? It's so important. You know what I mean? So what are you choosing now? What you would choose? You know what I mean? Because I believe you are wise and you will choose me. You know what I mean? To be in love with me, because you know that me. You know what I mean? I will love you. You know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? I don't want Tyler to be an obstacle. You know what I mean? Some girls, they enjoy this. They enjoy the fact that there is Tyler. Some girls, they find this obstacle. What I mean by obstacle? They don't want to move on. They don't want to go forward with me. You know what I mean? To go forward with me, to just improve in the love, to improve in the relationship. They don't want to open their heart. They don't. You know what I mean? They're like taking step back. You know what I mean? They're hesitating. They're hesitating. No, let's, you know what I mean? I can't risk, because they think that if they will risk, they will suffer. And this is bullshit. You know what I mean? It's bullshit, because you know what I mean? Me, you know what I mean? It's proven. You know what I mean? That's me. I can love many girls. I can love many girls. I can love Nora. I can love Tyler. I can love Paris. I can love many girls. You know what I mean? That's me. So, you know what I mean? You have to just open your heart fully and be aware and understand that you will not be happy if you are not in love with a guy. So you should not be lonely and choose the guy. That's it. Choose the guy and choose me. You know what I mean? You got me, what I mean? And be happy. Be happy, because you will do that, you will be happy. You know what I mean? That's the real suffering. You are scared of suffering. If you will love me and something bad will happen, if you love me, something bad will happen because I love Tyler. That's nothing compared to the risk or to the suffering that will come from what? From being lonely. Being lonely is more painful. Being lonely. And choosing your life is more painful than me loving Tyler more than you. That's the thing. You know what I mean? You got me? So I want you to reflect on this and do some decision and go with me in this. Because me, what I mean? I just want you, and you are so fucking sexy. So sexy, you know what I mean? I like you, know what I mean? Catch me, I see you when you turns me on by some trousers and so on. I see you, know what I mean? You are so fucking hot, you are so fucking sexy, you know what I mean? But wake up. It's like I want to wake you up, because you are now not choosing me completely. Not, you know what I mean? I want you to wake up and open your heart. You know what I mean? Because I don't want that body to belong to some other guy. I want that body for me. That's it. You know what I mean? I want it. You know what I mean? You are so fucking hot. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's, you know what I mean, what I want to tell you. Yeah, and I'm so optimistic, you know what I mean, about what will happen. Yeah. So that's, you know what I mean, what I want to tell you. Now I want to talk about some topic, you know what I mean? It's absolutely powerful and important. Completeness, you know what I mean? I want to talk about completeness. This is absolutely powerful topic, and I want my Nora to focus with me, you know what I mean? Focus with me, I want, you know what I mean? girls to focus with me in this, you know what I mean? This is absolutely powerful, this is absolutely important, you know what I mean? Valuable topic, you know what I mean? Completeness, you know what I mean? Completeness is absolutely, you know what I mean? Meaningful topic, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know what I mean? This topic, you know what I mean, can makes us understand, you know what I mean, ourselves, you know what I mean? Catch me, and you know what I mean? A little bit connect with spirituality, and also, you know what I mean? Also, you know what I mean? Understand what we want to do in our lives, you know what I mean? This is, you know what I mean? I think about this, I like, you know what I mean? This topic, I was reflecting on it, I like, you know what I mean? So completeness, you know what I mean? It catch me, the first thing that I noticed in regard to completeness, you know what I mean? Focus with me, Nora. Completeness. I noticed that our world, the world that we're living in, is controlled by completeness. It's like we want to be perfectionists, you know what I mean? We want to be perfect. Completeness has meaning, you know what I mean? To be complete. And we understand and we know that God is complete. This world that we are living in is controlled by completeness. What I mean by this? Everything we do, striving for completeness. You know what I mean? You catch me? So what I mean by this? I mean, for example, like, for example, why we want to be, for example, famous. You know what I mean? To be complete. You know what I mean? Why? To be complete. For example, we're going out. We want that day to be complete. You know what I mean? Let's say it in other way, perfect. You know what I mean? For example, let's say, for example, you are dancing. You want to do great fucking dancing, complete. Schools, for example, schools, they want to be complete. You know what I mean? To be perfect all the time. You know what I mean? You want to eat something. You know what I mean? You want to eat something. You want to eat something perfect. You know what I mean? We are leaning towards completeness. You know what I mean? Everything, your notes, everything we do. You know what I mean? Everything. What you will do when you wake up and until you sleep. You're going towards completeness. You know what I mean? Something perfect. You know what I mean? You will eat something perfect. You know what I mean? When you want to do sex or have sex, you want it to be perfect. You know what I mean? You go out, you want it to be perfect. Your friends, you want them to be perfect. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you go to eat restaurants, in some restaurants, you know what I mean? You want it to be perfect. You know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? If you are actor, you want to be perfect actor, singer. You want to be perfect singer. Everything we do lean towards perfection. You know what I mean? Perfection, and we want to be perfect. You know what I mean? You catch me? We want to be perfect. You know what I mean? You catch me? That's then. You know what I mean? It's something absolutely stunning, and you know what I mean? You catch me? And yeah, you know what I mean? When we think about that, we find that completeness. It's what's all about is. You know what I mean? The whole world. You know what I mean? And that's, you know what I mean? What? You know what I mean? I notice is that everything is everything is happening, and what will happen, everything is around completeness. You know what I mean? You catch me? What I mean? Everything is happening, everything what will happen is about completeness. You know what I mean? You catch me? It's about completeness. It's all about completeness. You know what I mean? And that's, you know what I mean, what we should think of. You know what I mean? Completeness. You know what I mean? Understand this. You know what I mean? You catch me? I believe that dopamine, our dopamine, you know what I mean? Dopamine is leaning towards completeness. You know what I mean? You catch me? I heard, you know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Without dopamine, you know what I mean? You can't, let's say, drink this coffee, for example. You know what I mean? You can't drink it, you can't do this video, you can't talk, you can't go out, you can't do things. You know what I mean? So what is this? Dopamine is going towards what? Completeness. You know what I mean? Why from the past we are progressive, you know what I mean? We are progressing, and improving from the history, from the past, you know what I mean? And we are progressing. Dopamine, you know what I mean? Lean towards perfection. Perfection. You know what I mean? You watch a movie should be great. So that dopamine, if the movie is not good, you're not enjoying it. The movie should be great. You know what I mean? You catch me? And for example, you eating something should be so delicious. You know what I mean? Always dopamine strive towards completeness. You know what I mean? You catch me? So then it's all about completeness. You know what I mean? That's what I know. You know what I mean? Why we are looking for completeness? Why? You know what I mean? Why we are looking for completeness? That's the, you know what I mean? Why we are looking for completeness, and we try all the time to be perfect, and we are striving towards completeness. That's, you know what I mean, what I was reflecting on. You know what I mean? You catch me? And I found that it's God. You know what I mean? God. You know what I mean? It's God. Why we are looking for completeness? Because we are looking for God. You know what I mean? God is perfect. You know what I mean? You catch me? God is perfect. You know what I mean? God is perfect. You know what I mean? And God is complete. You know what I mean? God is complete. You know what I mean? You catch me? Let's not say perfect. Let's say God is complete. You know what I mean? God is complete. That's why we are looking for completeness. And we, as humans, we are not complete. You know what I mean? Why? Because we like many things. You know what I mean? Or we need many things. You know what I mean? So we need happiness. The fact that we change, for example, you are happy, suddenly you are depressed, that shows that you are not complete. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You are all the time in states of wanting, desiring things, you know what I mean, and giving things and changing, and you know what I mean? So you need to eat, you know what I mean? We are not complete. You know what I mean? You guys, we are not complete. You know what I mean? So we are not complete. And I believe the moment that we strive towards completeness, we don't look complete. And that's what I notice. You know what I mean? You got me? So the people that are perfectionists, you know what I mean? All the time they look like not complete. They don't look like complete. You know what I mean? That's why when you are so perfect, you don't attract us. You know what I mean? Because you are too much. You know what I mean? Complete, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You are not that person that he's natural. He's lacking something. You know what I mean? Why? Because we are as a humans in states of lacking. You know what I mean? Yes, all the time we try to escape from it. We try to escape from this state. You know what I mean? We all the time what we do is we try to escape from this state. You know what I mean? Try to be, you know what I mean, in state of perfection. You know what I mean? We don't like it. This state of lackness. We don't like it. You know what I mean? But we are lacking things. You know what I mean? This stage of lackness and lacking things. That's our state. You know what I mean? That's who we are. So the moment that we operate from it, we look like we are complete. That's what you know what I mean? I know. The moment that we operate from the state of completeness, we look lacking things. We look like we're not complete. You know what I mean? Sometimes people they tell you are trying to prove something. Because you are perfect, and so when you are trying to prove something, you are, you know what I mean? They try to tell you, you know what I mean? You are too much, you know what I mean? Too much perfect in a way that I don't like to you know what I mean? You know what I mean? To be next to you something, you know what I mean? You got me? Because that's not who we are. God is like that. He's complete. You know what I mean? You got me? You know what I mean? So we attract more when what? When we are in that state of lackness. We attract more. You know what I mean? We are lacking things. You know what I mean? We are vulnerable. Why people that they are vulnerable, you know what I mean? They attract more. Why people like, for example, Paris Hilton or Jennifer Lopez when they choose in late of their career, not in the beginning. You know what I mean? Catch me late. You know what I mean? Just lately, you know what I mean? They choose. You know what I mean? To be vulnerable and be honest with the audience. Why? You know what I mean? That creates such of love. You know what I mean? Admiration. They just love it. The fans. They love that honesty. That, you know what I mean? The fact that they're just sincere and open. You know what I mean? Vulnerable. The fans, they love that. Why? Because you are operating from the stage of lackness. You know what I mean? And that's in harmony with who we are. You know what I mean? It's in harmony with who we are. We are not perfect. We are not complete. You know what I mean? So that's what I believe. You know what I mean? Catch me. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. You know what I mean? You, Nora, I'm talking to you now directly. You are that girl that she's perfectionist and you try to be all the time complete. You know what I mean? And me, honestly, me as Jesus, that turns me off. You know what I mean? It turns me off because all the time you are trying to be complete. You know what I mean? You are trying to be perfect. You know what I mean? You catch me? You are trying, you know what I mean, to do your best. You know what I mean? In things. You know what I mean? You are trying to just, like you told me, I want to be number one. I love like that. You want to be, and I don't enjoy that because I feel that you're doing too much. I feel that you are in need. You know what I mean? I feel that this is not you. Listen, we start thinking about why, but in the end, the reason why is because you are operating from completeness, and that's attribute of God, not humans. So you're not in harmony with who you are. You will not attract me. You know what I mean? As Jesus, you know what I mean? You're not. You know what I mean? You got me. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. You know what I mean? So me, I don't like it. You know what I mean? The fact that you are perfectionist. You know what I mean? I don't like it. You know what I mean? You got me. You know what I mean? I don't see any mistakes in you. I had never see some mistakes. You know what I mean? In you. As Nora, no mistakes. You know what I mean? All what you do is perfect. You know what I mean? Either your live performance, your videos, you know what I mean? You got me, your live in Asta, you know what I mean? Your publications, your stories, all the time you are perfect. Either or even your interviews. Your interviews you are perfect. Your response all the time perfect, you know what I mean? You don't make mistakes, you know what I mean? You don't make mistakes in 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 your interviews, not, you know what I mean? It's all perfect, you know what I mean? You catch me, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that turns me off, you know what I mean? There's some girls in the crew, they're the opposite of that. The opposite, you know what I mean? They're not that perfectionists, they're just natural, you know what I mean? They're operating from like, for example, Jello or, you know what I mean? Or Paris, you know what I mean? Catch me, you know what I mean? They operate from state of likeness, you know what I mean? And that's a human state, a human. You know what I mean? You catch me? They look natural, they're not trying to prove anything. They're just, you know what I mean? Embracing their nature as humans, you know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? There's many girls in the crew, you know what I mean? You catch me? Many girls in the crew, they're not that, you know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? They're not that perfectionist, even though you know what I mean? Same thing, though, you know what I mean? She's not, you know what I mean? She's a little bit, but she's not that perfectionist, you know what I mean? She's, you know what I mean? She's just though, you know what I mean? Got me, you know what I mean? And she expresses herself, you know what I mean? When you express yourself all the time, you will operate from the state of likeness when you express yourself. Why? Because we are not perfect. Expressing yourself, it means that you are not playing with yourself. Oh, I will show this good. This is good. I will show it. This, I will hide this. You're just expressing who you are. And since you are not perfect, of course, you will bring or express something bad. You know know what I mean? That's logic. You know what I mean? You express something bad. You know what I mean? Also. So the moment that we see someone is so perfect, you know what I mean? So perfect, so perfect. You know what I mean? He's not expressing himself. That's why the people that they express themselves, they're attractive. Why? Why the moment that someone he express himself, he's attractive? Because he's operating from state of likeness. His state, you know what I mean? His state, his natural state. You know what I mean? His natural state, that's it. Not God's state. You know what I mean? Catch me, God. You know what I mean? God's state. You know what I mean? Catch me. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I see it like this. You know what I mean? I mean, I believe that's God. You know what I mean? He is, you know what I mean? He is complete. You know what I mean? Catch me. I don't know if the word state is correct to describe God as we describe the word state on God. You know what I mean? But the idea here is, yeah, you know what I mean? God, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's just remove that word state and say that God, you know what I mean? He is complete. You know what I mean? He is complete. And that's then. And we strive towards him when we try to be complete. We try to connect with him because we're not finding him. You know what I mean? We're trying to connect with him. You see this? We're trying to connect with God through trying to be perfect in our lives. You know what I mean? So God is complete. He's, you know what I mean? He has no hole. You know what I mean? Some hole. You know what I mean? You can pass something through which there is no hole. You know what I mean? So he's complete. Catch me? And the idea here is we are lacking many things. You know what I mean? So we are trying, you know what I mean, to connect with God by trying to be perfect and complete. We are trying to connect with God. You know what I mean? There is something here I not see, you know what I mean, while I'm talking now. You know what I mean? So we are trying to connect with God. You know what I mean? So the idea is what? Is what? So if we will not try to be complete, what will happen? What will happen? You will be in state of connecting directly with God. I mean, that's what we call spiritual connection. That's why the people that listen, this is deep, absolutely deep. Why you find spiritual people, you know, something like Eckhart Tolle, like many spiritual, they're not perfect, and they're not striving to be perfect. Why? This is absolutely powerful question. You know what I mean? Why they're not striving for perfection? All the time they tell you, oh, you know what I mean, you should not care about this, you should not, you know what I mean? Catch me, life, it's not something, you know what I mean, too much importance, and they start giving those ideas. Spiritual people, why they do that? You know what I mean? Why? Because already they found completeness. They're not looking for completeness. You see this? They're not looking for completeness. They found God. They worship God. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You catch me, depending on their gods, you know what I mean, the gods that they believe in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everyone is spiritual in his way. You know what I mean? So they found that spiritual connection. You know what I mean? You catch me? You know what I mean? So they're not looking for. But if we don't find that completeness, I mean God, we will try to find it in a way that we try to be perfect. That's the thing. The moment we try to be perfect, you know what I mean? Try to be complete in our lives, you know what I mean? Because we're trying to connect with God. So that shows that we are lacking things. Why? So that we connect with God. That's why we are created as lacking things. You know what I mean? That lackness, we are created as, we have lackness in us to connect with God. You know what I mean? That purpose of that lackness is to connect with God. You know what I mean? You guys need to connect with God. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And when you connect with God, you will operate from the state of likeness, vulnerability. You will be vulnerable, you'll be honest, you'll be simple, you will live, you know what I mean, great life, and you will be so attractive because people, they like people that they are people. I mean, they operate from likeness. You are in harmony with your nature. You know what I mean? You are in harmony with who you are. You know what I mean? That's what they like people. You know what I mean? They like you. You know what I mean? So if you try to be perfect, you are not going in harmony with yourself and with your nature. You turn us off. You know what I mean? You got me? We accept God as complete. We accept that. You know what I mean? But we don't. That's unconsciously. You know what I mean? Happen. You know what I mean? And sometimes if people that they are aware, it's consciously. You know what I mean? What I mean? We accept that God, you know what I mean? He is perfect. He is, I mean, complete. You know what I mean? We accept that. God, He is complete. We accept that. You know what I mean? So that's why people, they're trying to, all the time in their life, they're trying to be, you know what I mean? To be complete. You know what I mean? So that's you know what I mean? What I notice. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I know something else about completeness. You know what I mean? Completeness. I know something that completeness. It's going in the direction of invisibility. You know what I mean? Invisibility. You know what I mean? What I mean? Invisible. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If something is invisible, is more complete. You know what I mean? More complete. If something is invisible, is going towards completeness. I noticed that in regard completeness, and I should say that and explain that. You know what I mean? Invisible, not visible. You know what I mean? And I believe Miley Cyrus, she will understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because Miley Cyrus, you know what I mean, she understands that in regard to science and everything. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying here that, you know what I mean, you got me, we are invisible, or no, or I'm not saying that we should be invisible or something, or I'm not saying that we should be invisible, and you know what I mean, the moment that we are trying to be invisible, you know what I mean, you know, I'll explain it. I should explain it first, then say what I mean. You know what I mean? So the idea is simple. You know what I mean? I noticed that being invisible, you know what I mean, it's leaning towards completeness. The idea is what? I will give example so that, you know what I mean, people, they understand what I'm trying to say, and then explain. You know what I mean? So the idea is what? Is for example, you know what I mean, I will give example by me. You know what I mean? And Miley, she will agree with me, you know what I mean, in this, because she knows this. So me, you know what I mean, suddenly I'm Jesus. You know what I mean? Suddenly I'm Jesus. You know what I mean? And when I'm Jesus, you know what I mean, everyone knows, I mean, all of you, that, you know what I mean, I'm just belonging, you know what I mean, to people, you know what I mean, that I'm living with, normal people I'm living with, you know what I mean, and I'm part of all of you, you know what I mean, I belong to all of you, and I'm Jesus, and I belong to all of you, and no one knows that. So Jesus, He was with all of you, and no one knows that. You know what I mean? I was with my family from I was young, and I was living with my friends as Jesus. You know what I mean? Not they know, but me, I'm Jesus, and I was living with people and everything, and I was talking from 2020 to my girls, and no one knows that. You know what I mean? So that shows invisibility, invisibility. You know what I mean? You are invisible. You know what I mean? You are not seen. Catch me, you are not seen. Focus with me in this. You know what I mean? You are invisible. You know what I mean? You are invisible. You're not seen. You know what I mean? Catch me, you are not seen. You catch me? So you are not seen. You are invisible. You know what I mean? So that it's going with the idea of likeness. You are not trying to prove. You see, you know what I mean. You are not seen. You know what I mean. Catch me. You are not seen. You are not trying to prove something. You know what I mean. You are not seen. You are not. Oh, Jesus, I'm Jesus. You know what I mean. It's like, you know what I mean. From the beginning, you can't. Jesus, he can't live with people. He will born in some place special, unique. You know what I mean. He will not talk. No, no. You know what I mean. Jesus is with everyone. That's operates from likeness. You know what I mean. Likeness. You know what I mean. And that's our completeness. That's our completeness. You know what I mean. So, you know what I mean. So, catch me, Jesus was all the time with all people, you know what I mean, and was in, you know what I mean, living with them, you know what I mean. So he was living with them and everything, you know what I mean. He was not born in some, you know what I mean, special place. He was not, you know what I mean. Catch me, treated in a way that, oh, he's unique. He was, and suddenly he is Jesus, you know what I mean. That's the thing. Jesus, he doesn't has his envy, you know what I mean. Catch me, Jesus, you know what I mean. So Jesus, you know what I mean, he has no envy, like, you know what I mean, like he's rich, you know what I mean, he's known to the world. That's, you know what I mean. Imagine Jesus, you know what I mean, the best creature ever, you know what I mean, in history, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. He's not famous, you know what I mean, close to some famous, like for example, some famous people, you know what I mean, like for example, you, Nora, or Doa, or he's not, but he is Jesus, and he is so valuable, and you know what I mean. He has no envy. What is this? You're operating from stage of likeness. This is the thing. You know what I mean? Stage of likeness. You know what I mean? That's something in the world I'm showing now. You know what I mean? I'm showing what's happening in the world here. What's more valuable? You know what I mean? What's more powerful, and what we should strive for, completeness or likeness, you know what I mean. And why, and we understand also why likeness is working, and what we're doing. We understand ourselves, you know what I mean. Things how it's happening in the world. Likeness, you know what I mean. So he has no envy, you know what I mean. You got me, you know what I mean. He has no envy, you know what I mean. And he is Jesus. You know what I mean? Operation from stage of likeness. You know what I mean? That's completeness. That's completeness. You know what I mean? Because that's perfect. That's something perfect. That's our completeness. You know what I mean? That's our completeness. Our completeness lies in the fact that we are not complete. That's our complete. You see this? You know what I mean? Also something, you know what I mean, about invisibility. You notice this invisibility, you know what I mean? What I said now, it shows invisibility, you know what I mean? He has no envy, you know what I mean? Also, you know what I mean? The movies that shows the signs, you know what I mean? Like for example, Harry Potter, like for example, Titanic, Terminator, those great movies, you know what I mean? Slave a Lucky Number, those movies, you know what I mean? You don't find Gemini. For example, in Titanic, you find Scorpio, Libra. You know what I mean? In Terminator, you find Scorpio. In Harry Potter, you find Leo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got me, what I mean? What is this? You know what I mean? In Matrix, you find Virgo. What is this? You know what I mean? What is this? Why Gemini is not there? Why Gemini is not there? Why? Gemini should be involved there because Jesus is Gemini. You know what I mean? You got me? Why? You know what I mean? Those actors or actress in those powerful or valuable movies that they have signs, you know what I mean? Gemini is not involved there. It's the invisibility. It's the operation from stage of likeness. You know what I mean? Invisible. You know what I mean? It's like the state of spotlight that has to do or relate with perfection, being perfect, and perfectionism, perfect is not good for us. It's not good. You know what I mean? Catch me, and we will never be happy. We will never attract by that stage. We will never. You know what I mean? We'll never. You catch me? What I mean? So that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the idea here. You know what I mean? Catch me? That's, you know what I mean? absolutely powerful. You know what I mean? And Miley Cyrus, she noticed that. You know what I mean? She noticed that Jesus is hidden. He's hidden. You know what I mean? Got me? Even the idea of invisible strength, it's not coincidence. Invisible strength. You know what I mean? You got me? It's not coincidence. You know what I mean? And even now, declaring Jesus, no one. That's absolutely something powerful about invisibility. Me, I'm Jesus, and it's not direct. It's hidden. What is this? Imagine the best messenger in history. He's known indirectly. And Prophet Muhammad, he was known directly. Abraham, all the prophets. You know what I mean? But this hidden thing, it's hidden, it's indirect, it's the best. You give this thing to the best. Let's put all the messengers. Muhammad, this, Abraham, Moses, all the messengers. All of them. You know what I mean? The one that you choose, this idea of being indirect and invisible and hidden, you choose it and you give it to the best messenger. You know what I mean? The best messenger, Jesus, you give him this thing of hidden. Shows what? Shows that power and completeness and value lies in this invisibility, in this lackness. You know what I mean? That's why God, he loves people that they are modest. Lackness, you know what I mean? That lackness. You operate from lackness. That's why we worship God. We worship God. Worship, you are in stage of, you know what I mean? If someone will see you, you think that you are stage of lackness. You know what I mean? You are worshiping. That's your perfection. That's your completeness. When you are in stage of lackness. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean? As any time we operate from that, we attract people. We don't like perfect people that they try to be perfect. We don't like, you know what I mean? So that's invisibility, you know what I mean? It's invisible, you know what I mean? Got to be, and until now it's hidden, the fact that I'm Jesus, you know what I mean? I'm Jesus, it's hidden. Got me? So that's invisible thing, the idea of invisible, you know what I mean? It's absolutely powerful, you know what I mean? And it's operating from state of lackness, and that's, you know what I mean? What I believe we should strive for, you know what I mean? That honesty, vulnerability, not trying to be in spotlight, you know what I mean? In a way that you know what I mean? We try to prove things, you know what I mean? We are just, you know what I mean? Catch me, we are just doing things, you know what I mean? In a way that we are not in spotlight, you know what I mean? We are not, you know what I mean? Catch me, we are not. So that's what I notice, you know what I mean? That's what I notice, you know what I mean? My Nora, and that's, you know what I mean, what is great, you know what I mean, in this thing, you know what I mean, in this thing of you know what I mean, of likeness, you know what I mean, being in a stage of likeness and invisible, you know what I mean, you catch me, invisible strength, it's the idea of invisible strength, it's about something in regard love, you know what I mean, and is guiding our relationship and protect it and everything, you know what I mean? It shows that, so that's also in love, you know what I mean? In love, you got me, you know what I mean? That's also in love, you know what I mean? You got me, also in love, and what I said before is the things that we hide that are invisible, you know what I mean? Things that we hide are more important, you know what I mean? That's why love is hidden, and that's why people, they relate fakeness and being fake with what you show, what's visible. It's fake. You're not all the time, but people, they relate that you are fake. If you are showing things, you are fake. But the things that you are hiding, that's the truth. People, they lean towards that. You know what I mean? Because what's invisible, it's real, and it's real. That's why there is mistakes in it. There is something wrong in it. It's real. You know what I mean? It's authentic. It's real, and that's what we are. If someone asks what is human, this is lackness. This, to understand it from this, to be in state of lackness. What is lackness? Is to be open and vulnerable and honest and there's mistakes. You can do something wrong. You can just, you know what I mean, do mistakes. You can, you know what I mean. You catch me, and you are all the time improving, and you know what I mean. You catch me, you know what I mean. That's the thing here. You know what I mean. Catch me. That's, you know what I mean. You catch me. So love also, you know what I mean. It's invisible, and also it was going in that direction of being invisible. You know what I mean. Catch me, you know what I mean. So that's the thing here, and catch me, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, and I believe in that. You know what I mean, and that's, you know what I mean, what I want to say. I enjoyed this. You know what I mean. My Nora, I enjoy this really, you know what I mean. Catch me, I enjoy this conversation with you. I like it, you know what I mean. Catch me, you know what I mean, and yeah, you know what I mean. I want to tell you that I love you, you know what I mean. And everything I say in regard you, I don't like the fact that you are perfection, so on. It was just objective thing, you know what I mean. Catch me. I mean, it's not something has to do with emotions or feelings. Something, you know what I mean. Big deal, I feel something bad towards you. No, I love you. It was just, you know what I mean? Calling things how they are, honestly, you know what I mean? You just say this, and you know what I mean? You say the truth. And that's, you know what I mean, what I want to say. And I love you. Just take care, and in your mouth.